Finding problems? That's easy. They exist in every community. I'm Terry Springs, your host. We're looking deeper, and we are talking solutions, finding out how we all can make a difference. Now on Talking Solutions, our Nevada chapter of the American Lung Association. I want to welcome Executive Director for Nevada, Kristina Crawford, Will Rucker, Director of Programs, and Lisa King. I'm saving you for last because you are also the chair for an event that we're going to talk about today called Breathe Fashion.
Absolutely the best event that you have to go to. That's why we're here.
And it's coming up on June 2nd, which is only days away, at the M Resort.
Yes, ma'am.
Love that location.
It's gorgeous.
Lisa, you're the chair.
No pressure.
When this came up, did you go, oh, me, I want to do it?
I would love to say that's the case, but I was kind of voluntold. But I love the foundation, I love the cause, and I love fashion, so it kind of works.
I've never heard the phrase voluntold before. I will be using that in future. Kristina, as Executive Director, you've got a special person that you're going to honor this year.
She's incredible. And she was actually doing stuff for our office before we even had an office. The Honorable Shelley Berkeley, CEO and Senior Provost at Touro University.
After serving us in Congress for years.
Not to mention former Congresswoman. She's been an incredible supporter of our mission since the mid-90s. She was honored at our first dinner before we had an office. We used to be in Reno, and we came down to Vegas to do an event and honored her. And now, so many years later, we are back to honoring her. She says we recycled her, but that's not true. She's done so much for us since then, from helping us illuminate the Hoover Dam to individually raising over $80,000 for our walk, also just providing us volunteers for our incredible programs that we really need help with.
We talked about that illumination of the Hoover Dam last year.
That is Shelley Berkeley. We have some grandiose ideas sometimes, and she's like, oh, we can get that done. And she just has a way of making things happen. So she's really one of those spirits that uplifts and guides you through some things that you don't think you can do. She's really incredible. And so she's our Legacy Award recipient.
Lisa, what is Breathe Fashion?
So many people come and they're like, oh, I don't really do fashion shows. And I'm like, no, this is an event, a whole experience. It gives an opportunity for everybody to come together. If networking the community is what you want to do, this is the place to be. You've got everybody from all walks of life. Lung cancer affects everybody. And we'll be able to talk a little bit more about that. But we've got hundreds of people there. You've got physicians, you've got attorneys, you've got business owners, you've got individuals who family members have been affected by this disease. They get together and it's a night where you get a chance to dress up. Our theme is all that glitters is gold. So you kind of get to have the old school Vegas experience and you get to make a difference. Our silent auction items are, bar none, the most amazing that you will see. We've got trips and flights and excursions and everything to do in Vegas. But at the end of the day, we have a great cause that we need to bring awareness to, and we have models coming out from the community, and we don't even want to reveal who those are because it's exciting. You got to be there. You got to go. You got to support the cause to see what happens. But you've got fashion going on. You've got dining going on. You've got networking going on. It truly is an experience.
Well, I know, Lisa, what you're really looking for is people want to come out and be part of this event on June 2nd at the M Resort, Breathe Fashion. But you're talking about those silent auction items.
Mm-hmm.
Did I also hear that you don't have to be on site to bid for some of those incredible items?
We were sold out last year, and we're already ahead of the game this year. So in the event that you're going to be out of town or whatever your situation may be, yes, you can go to lvfashionshow.org, and there is a link. You can see what these silent auction items are, and you can bid that way. So you don't necessarily have to be there, but you do want to be there if you want to experience the whole Las Vegas event.
Whole schmear.
Yeah.
Even for the people who are attending, it wouldn't be a bad idea to go to the site a few days in advance or right before you leave so that when you're at the M Resort for the event, you already know what it is you're going to go stake out and bid on.
Oh, Kathy and I, she does all of our PR and whatnot. We were there trying to actually do our own bids last year, and we were having the worst time navigating the crowd. And we're just like, no, I want that item. And so did everybody else. Truly, last year we had more items donated than we had space for. And I'm not talking trinkets here or there. I think this year we've got staycations at Big Bear, and we've got vacations at some of the big resorts here in town. We've got airline tickets. It's not little stuff. It is really big stuff. But if you want to do something for the family, you've got escape rooms and you've got gift baskets galore from top hair salons in the valley. It's a little bit of something for everybody.
Who doesn't love silent auctions?
It's amazing. And I got to give it to some of the local performers. Anthony Cools has donated tickets. We've got Mike Hammer who's donated tickets. They're actually reaching out to us saying, how do we get involved? Gotta love them.
Now, Breathe Fashion. and all of the funds that you're going to generate through this huge event for the American Lung Association, that's got to be where the money's going, right?
100%.
Supporting programs?
Yes. Will is in charge of that, so I'll let him talk about where this money goes because it's phenomenal, some of the programs that we've got here in Nevada.
Will, I had you in my sights. I knew that we could talk about, and the money is going to programs. The director of programs is with us here on Talking Solutions. Will?
Absolutely. So it's such an incredible event. It really does help to support our organization. And our organization, of course, it has a national reach, but our programs are focused right here in Nevada, right here in Las Vegas. We do things called Better Breathers Clubs for people with COPD and asthma, helping them to find support, helping to educate them. It's really such an important program. And again, without this event, how could we do these things? We also have a lung helpline. People can call in and just ask general lung health questions. My asthma is flaring up today. What do I do? And there are people on staff that are actually nurses and respiratory therapists who will answer their questions. And of course, we can't talk about lung disease without talking about tobacco use. So we help people to quit tobacco use. That's done all across the valley with clinics, with online programs. You name it, we provide it as a tool of support.
Nevada has traditionally been above the average as far as use of tobacco compared with the rest of the country. I point to some of that with the casinos, because people still are pretty much free to do what they want. And they say, well, that's how Las Vegas is. I'm hoping that that is lessening as people become more aware.
You know, the casinos are actually really a great ground for us to partner with because they have such a huge workforce and they touch so many lives. So while they do allow smoking on site, they also allow us to come in and do health fairs and to educate their staff about lung disease and other issues.
That's a very, I would think, fertile ground for sharing information for
Absolutely.
people.
Because it's a personal choice what you do with your body, but if you don't have the information, you can't make great choices. So we just want to provide the information and then the tools to help people make good choices.
Will, Lisa, and Kristina are all in with us as we talk about Breathe Fashion, the fundraising event at the M Resort coming up on June 2nd. I heard that our air quality here in Las Vegas is not as good as you believe it is.
Unfortunately, that is the case. As our population grows, our ozone factor increases as well. And we are working diligently. One of the other aspects of our organization is advocacy. We are boots on the ground in Washington, D.C., doing the work there, as well as up in Reno and Carson to promote policies that help to keep our environment clean as well.
Now the construction is all going crazy again. So we're going to get more dust kicked up and all the stuff that goes with it. But breathing, there could not be anything more essential to our life and our health.
I'm so glad you mentioned that because truly the air we breathe is all of ours to share. We are all in this together. And one of the things that we do is educate people about their homes and avoiding triggers for things like asthma and keeping their air quality indoors up to par as well.
As we go through the summer, of course, we're going to hit all the holidays where the fireworks come out. And we always hear about the air quality warnings, watches or whatever level, but we are cautioned about our air quality after all of the fireworks, and that people who have compromised immune systems or breathing issues are advised to stay indoors those days.
That's absolutely correct. The tool we provide, we have an app on any app store. You can get it for iPhone or Android. It will tell you what the air quality is like. So just search the Lung Association. It'll pop right up, state of the air. Every day you can get a warning. Do I go outside in the morning? Do I go outside in the evening? Do I just stay indoors all day? And it will let you know so that you can protect yourself that way.
Proving once again, there's an app for that. There's an app for everything these days.
Well, I just want to throw in there, just in case, on June 2nd, it says to stay indoors. That the Breathe Fashion Show would definitely be the place where you want to stay indoors, too.
And the air quality inside the M Resort is always exceptional.
We're just here, you said, providing solutions. So.
Of course. That's what Talking Solutions is all about. So hopefully, still a few tickets left for people who want to attend the Breathe Fashion event. But let's say you sell out like you did last year, you can still participate by bidding on some of those incredible silent auction items.
You really can. But in case you're on the fence on what to do, I think everybody and their brother knows that stitched fashion is kind of the way to go. And they're the ones who are providing the clothes for the men. And then we've got a couture designer, Melinda Manos, who will be there as well. And she's providing all the clothes for all the female models, as well as Shelley Berkeley. So I think that we're going to have an absolutely beautiful night.
We are so thrilled. And this trip truly does fund all of our programs. This event is really our namesake, and we're honored to be recognizing Shelley Berkeley, but moreover, we really need to fund our mission. So we would love for anyone to go to lvfashionshow.org, buy a ticket, come to the event, and celebrate with us.
Kristina, of course, links and everything, information will be on our Talking Solutions Facebook page, along with the podcast of our discussion today. Will, one of the things that I think is really interesting is that a lot of the resources are also to help kids, like children with asthma.
Yes, we touch the whole family, from seniors to kids. Asthma Basics Online is a great way for kids to get educated and for their parents to teach them as well. We also do something called Airway Avengers, and this is really fun for the kids. It's basically a camp where they can come and learn about triggers for their asthma, experience Captain America. He typically shows up. It's a really, really fun way to educate them and their families about their condition to let them lead healthy lives.
Everybody loves superheroes.
Captain America has asthma. That's why he's a part of our event.
I did not realize this.
He overcame it, and that's important.
Wow. On Talking Solutions, we always ask, what can we do to help you? Lisa, since you're the chair for the Breathe Fashion event on June 2nd at the M Resort, let's start with you.
Listeners, go to that website. Everybody has something different that they could provide or that they want to get involved with. So we need to see what touches you personally. But going to lvfashionshow.org, again, you can either participate in the event, you can donate an item. We have people donating services. You can get involved whatever way is feasible for you. Again, even if you're out of town, whatever that reason may be why you're not going to be able to attend, there's a million ways for you to get involved. We always need volunteers, and the more that the community gets involved, the more this event grows. We had to get a different location this year because we outgrew last year's location, and that's what we want to do. We want this fundraiser to continue to expand all of our fundraisers. I mean, we just did a fundraiser at the Stratosphere, and we doubled that one. So this is our plan for this one this year. Just get involved somehow, some way. Tell a friend, bring a friend, and see how you too can help make a difference.
And have a good time. All the links and everything. Talking Solutions Facebook page. Kristina, Executive Director for Nevada for the American Lung Association. What can we do to help you?
Our main website for the Lung Association is lung.org. If you need information, if you want to give information, if you want to find local resources, that's the way to go. We would like people to support us ongoing throughout the year. As Will stated, Nevada is a challenging state due to our smoking laws, so you can sign up to be an advocate, to be a volunteer. There's many resources on lung.org, but ideally, right now, coming at the end of the year and starting fresh, we really want people to come to this event. Buy a ticket, you get dinner, you're supporting local programs. That's really what we ask of our community right now.
I've been to some great fundraising events at the M Resort, and they do know how to put on the show.
They do, and we are in the Grand Ballroom, so we're taking the biggest one. We're going to have a big party.
And it's going to be full.
We hope.
And fabulous.
Love that attitude. Will Rucker, what can we do to help you?
That's a great question, and it kind of catches me off guard because my mission is helping others. But the best thing that can be done to help me help others is just take advantage of the programs that we offer. Let people know that if they're smoking, there's help to help them quit. Let them know if they have asthma or COPD, that there are support groups where they can find community and education. And then, as Lisa said, we always need volunteers. The money is fantastic, but the people are better. If they're taking advantage of our programs and volunteering and becoming an active part of what the Lung Association does, they will then help our mission go so much further.
You know, when we talk about our families and the people in our circle, I think most families are affected by something that is aided by the American Lung Association. I had a father who smoked for years. He put it aside later on in life. I have a brother with asthma, both individuals who could be helped greatly by what the American Lung Association has to offer. And I think a lot of people in their families have similar situations.
32 million people a year suffer from chronic lung disease. So this is something that should affect most families some way, somehow. Ideally, we would like to end that by funding the best and the brightest researchers. So a big portion of our annual fundraising goes towards research. $6 million alone last year into lung cancer research, the number one cancer killer. And we are really trying as an organization to step up our game, if you will, and put a lot more towards research and critical therapies so we can end chronic lung disease and hopefully put ourselves out of a job.
Yeah, wouldn't that be great? We'd all just be sitting around doing nothing. Right? Well, is there anything I'm forgetting?
Just for more information, go to lvfashionshow.org. Again, we'd love to see you June 2nd. Help us celebrate support a great cause, a great woman, Shelley Berkeley, and also just be a part of probably one of the greatest events that'll be taking place this summer.
It kind of will be a kickoff to summer, 2nd of June. So all the information, links, and everything on the Talking Solutions Facebook page, along with podcast of our discussion today. Lisa King, Kristina Crawford, and Will Rucker. Thank you all for coming in to join us today on Talking Solutions.
Thank you, Terry.
Thank
We
you so
appreciate
much.
Thank you for having us.